The Trumpet Daily Update from Jerusalem.
Hello again, this is Stephen Fleury reporting from Jerusalem. On Sunday, Egypt's new president, Mohamed Morsi, ordered the Egyptian parliament to get back to work, a decision that flies right in the face of the Constitutional Court's June 14th decision to dissolve parliament. Yesterday, Egypt's Constitutional Court reasserted that its ruling was final and binding, and the military announced that it would expect all state agencies to respect the constitutional decree. But many members of the dissolved parliament, which is set to reconvene today, have vowed to force their way into parliament buildings if they have to. Yesterday, the Telegraph reported, amid rumors that a compromise was being negotiated, there were signs that the military would seek to avoid violence. A number of soldiers outside the parliament buildings appeared to have been withdrawn last night, and no efforts were made to prevent one MP from going inside. Guards who remained said they would not stop other members from entering. Now, the tug-of-war might continue on for a little while longer, but if you've noticed anything about Egypt over the last several months, it's the Egyptian military that keeps backing down, not the Muslim Brotherhood. As Robert Morley wrote in his column on thetrumpet.com today, he said Morsi's move was a direct challenge to the former military rulers. It shows his strength, but more importantly, it shows the direction Morsi wants to take Egypt, away from the more secular constitution and into a fundamentalist Islamic future. Now you can see why the military desperately wanted to limit the president's new powers once it became clear that the Muslim Brotherhood would win the election a few weeks ago. And now, just 2 weeks into his presidency, look at what's happening. Morsi seems pretty confident that he can simply assume those powers and just take them. And as Mr. Morley noted, who really is going to step forward and stop him? There may be a few delays along the way, but do you really think any individual or group will be able to turn back the Muslim Brotherhood takeover of Egypt? As thetrumpet.com has been reporting for years, the changes in Egypt are leading to an Islamic-led regional power that will soon align itself with the forces of radical Islam headed by Iran. And the shocking thing is, Washington is embracing this new extremist government. As Mr. Morley wrote, on June 14th, the same day Egypt's Supreme Court was ruling on the unlawful parliamentary election, Mohamed Morsi's supreme spiritual guide, Muhammad Badi, was preaching that jihad against Israel was a religious obligation. Since Israel is supposedly America's ally, this is Mr. Morley writing, one would think that President Obama might have been concerned, especially since Badi is Morsi's supreme religious guide. Badi said Muslims are required to engage in jihad of self and money toward the goal of freeing Jerusalem from the filth of the Zionists and imposing Muslim rule throughout beloved Palestine. Now, this is the administration that America helped to install in place of Hosni Mubarak. This is supposedly America's new Egyptian ally. Make sure you read Mr. Morley's column today at thetrumpet.com for the full story on what's happening in Egypt. This is Stephen Fleury reporting from Jerusalem.